So in Taurus season, I feel like you're finding your identity again. The overall energy was masked. I don't know if you can see it. And the reason I'm saying this, the first card is trapped, right? And I feel like whatever has been keeping you trapped mentally, you're releasing that in Taurus season. I see you releasing that. I feel like there's like a lot of loops, mental loops that would keep you stuck, would keep you down. Um, I feel like it's almost like I think you're realizing how you've been your own worst enemy, right? Like, of course, when it comes to the Ten of Swords, people have a role to play in that, right? But it's almost like you kept those swords in you as well, right? You kept those swords in you for a while until you realize I can't take any more pain. I can't take any more of the swords. There's stuff that has to change, and it starts with me mentally. And that's what's happening in Taurus season. You're releasing the mental weight, the mental burden of whatever people put inside of you. You're releasing that. You're no longer trapped. You're no longer setting traps for yourself as well mentally. I feel like you are finally releasing that. And I think it's beautiful. And a lot of it has to do with you facing certain emotions that you were putting off and putting toward the back burner, and you were allowing distractions to get you to not focus on what it is that you really needed to do, which was feel your feelings and set yourself free. I'm telling you, it's really beautiful that we're starting off tour season with you shedding. That's what it feels like. It's like you're shedding all these layers to yourself. I don't know if you can see the different masks that this person was wearing. And that's why I'm saying I feel like you're finding your true self again. The next card was fright. So let's clarify. I feel like with fright, you were afraid of facing the pain, of facing the grief, of facing the heartbreak, the trials, the tribulation, of going through this emotional turmoil, this storm that you're in. But it's so interesting because I don't know if you could see, but there's like a little dark tornado above her head. It's almost like I feel like the darkness is like, it's weird. It's like it's coming out of your crown chakra, right? And it may not feel like it. That's what it feels like in Taurus season. You know how sometimes they say things get worse before it gets better? You may feel like things are getting worse. You may feel like, what is going on with me mentally? And I feel like it's you finally facing the pain, finally facing the heartbreak, finally facing the betrayal, the backstabbing, the trauma, whatever it is. And you're going to be showing up as the Knight of Cups, happy, content, feeling fulfilled. It's almost like I don't think you're gonna believe that in Taurus season, but it's like you're doing the work to release yourself of what has been mentally plaguing you and torturing you. And I'm seeing the bricks, and it feels like brick by brick, like piece by piece, layer by layer. So don't try to rush it, right? You're facing your shadows, you're facing your limitation. You may be facing certain depression symptoms, or just depression in general. You're breaking free. You may be facing a toxic environment, a toxic work environment, or just toxic people, and you're walking away from them. I think that's what it is, where you're regaining your stability back. And it feels like emotionally, but mentally as well. And I feel like financially, you're setting yourself up beautifully to receive that financial stability because you were finally letting go of what needed to be cleared a long time ago. I, I really feel like it's almost like you used to be so afraid and almost paranoid to face this pain, right? I think you were afraid that you may spiral, right? And you may not be able to get back up or get out of that situation. But I think you're going to start to realize it's no, you're not spiraling by facing it. It was kind of like you were almost, well, you were in a sense spiraling by holding on to this as long as you did, because you were never meant to hold on to this for as long as you did, right? And you're letting that go, but it may not feel like you're letting it go in Taurus season. But that's what I'm saying. What's happening internally is you regaining that stability, you regaining your independence again, especially in Taurus season, especially if you are a Taurus. You finding your power again, reclaiming your power back. And there may be times where you may feel like you're taking an L because you have to walk away when really no, it's not an L, because you were right to think that something shady or deceptive is going on. Give yourself more credit. Give yourself more credit. Let me see if there's anything else. Anything else you want to tell me about Fright Spirit? What did I say about you gaining your power back and stepping into your power? Emperor energy, regardless of your gender. It's like you're gaining so much wisdom. on yourself, on the position where you're at, because so that you can never be in this place and state again. It's about you processing your emotions. That's all that it's ever been, is you feeling your feelings and giving yourself that self-compassion that you deserved with whatever this three of swords is. Because it's going to be different for everybody. But it was about you giving yourself that compassion, you going back to those past versions of yourself with this mask and all these faces, you giving yourself that compassion to these past versions of yourself by acknowledging what transpired and allowing yourself to feel that and to move on and to trust spirit that you'll be able to move on, that you're so much wiser now and you know how to move forward and you are so much stronger. So give yourself credit. It's like you may feel like you're falling apart or breaking apart, but it's like you're being cracked open and you're finding that strength again, and you're it's about being, you're going to become much more confident and self-assured within yourself, right? This is beautiful. So the last card was alliance, and I feel like it's about you trusting yourself again, trusting yourself that you're heading in the right direction, because the six of swords came out. You are healing, you're moving in the right direction, you're moving into a calmer state. It's like a new life, a new beginning, but a new life full of much more peace and emotional fulfillment and happiness and joy and being able to feel that, because you're not so weighed down by whatever this three of swords pain was. That's what it is. I feel like you're going to be happy and rejoicing soon. I also feel like you may meet people that are going to be on the same wavelength. It's almost like you had to, it's like those people, that soul family, that soulmate, whatever this puppy is, because I don't know if you could see it that he's holding on to, whatever this puppy is or whatever this three of cups is, I feel like that was always on the other side waiting for you. But it's like you had to rise up to the occasion and become this new version of yourself to experience this. It's almost like you guys are going to be experiencing joy on a whole nother level, because it's like you're no longer keeping yourself stuck and whatever Ten of Swords matrix this was. It's like you're moving on to this Ace of Cups matrix where you're going to be fulfilled, you're going to be happy. There's a lot, like I said, more peace, but it had to do with you giving yourself that self-compassion and you becoming this King of Cups, right? Even if things are rocky and stormy, you make sure that you are taking care of yourself and you're loving yourself and you're honoring yourself. But yeah, there's something where you're going to be celebrating. Yeah. Also, don't try to rush the process because sometimes you can be like, "Oh, good things are happening," and well, when is it going to the carpet going to get ripped from underneath me? No, I feel like with this Knight of Wands, slow down and enjoy the moment, savor this new beginning. Savor the new friendships or the new romantic partner. Savor this feeling that you feel about yourself. Celebrate that you're no longer in this Ten of Swords state. Celebrate this. So it's so funny because at the bottom of the deck, there's a card that says gift, and it feels like this is where it is. This is like your reward for all the hard work. Wow, treasure was underneath this too. That's what I'm telling you. These are your rewards because you chose to do the inner work and you started to peel back the layers and you started to allow yourself to truly heal. So I'm gonna leave it there. If this resonates, please comment down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking the video. Until next time. Bye.